So I want to wrap this
relatively.
conversation into your year-end price target. Last I checked, you're at about 5,500. The average on Wall Street right now is just below 5,100. We closed at about 5,200 yesterday. What gets us to 5,500 by the end of the year? Can big tech do it alone?
I think it really has to do with a continued evidence that the Fed is making progress after, 11 hikes and 7 pauses, and likely a few more pauses before this is over, and revenue and earnings growth with a particular eye on the S&P 500. Q1 thus far, with 98% of companies having reported, looks like almost 8% earnings growth, back about 3-4% revenue growth. And you've got 8 sectors reporting positive earnings growth, 6 of those 8 double-digit earnings growth, only 3 sectors showing negative earnings growth. Those happen to be, by the way, healthcare, materials, and energy. So you've got a lot of growthier issues and a lot of value issues that are actually delivering the goods in terms of exceeding expectations. So that's what you need. It's the Fed and earnings, consumer resilience, and job growth, job posting resilience. All of that, a mix of that will take us to 5,500 and maybe higher, Katie.
Well, when it comes to the sector level, like you mentioned, I mean, energy, healthcare, it feels like they just can't get off the floor. But looking at it through an earnings lens, it's interesting, as you point out, several sectors posted double-digit earnings growth. That kind of broadening out, you haven't necessarily seen in the actual share performance. But do you think that's coming?
Well, I think the reason why we haven't necessarily seen it in the share performance, I'm particularly thinking of consumer discretionary, where you've got double-digit earnings growth. I think what it is the market still doesn't quite believe it. We tend not to bet against the American consumer. The American consumer spends like a sailor after a long tour of duty on shore leave when times are good, and when times are slow, they bring out the vacuum cleaner and get the coins from behind the sofa, from behind the back seat of the automobile or the trunk, and they keep spending, although they will spend at a slower pace. But whether it's good or not, it has to be good for the economy. So we'll continue to believe in the consumer.